Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, I've got about at least 13 minutes to go before I clock in. I don't have to clock in until 8:45. But I wanted to come out here and give you guys a bit of a channel update. The first channel update of 2019, let you guys know what's going on. Today, of course, is January 7th, and today marks a day of, for the time being, return of normalcy. And what I mean by a return to normalcy is basically now things are kind of getting back to what they usually are. What that means, as far as my channel goes, is I'll still be doing videos like this. There's no doubt about that. But I'll also be trying to do some videos during certain times of the week. Now, depending on what happens this week, because there is a possibility my mom might be going to Bible study tomorrow night, might be, depending on the weather, because when it comes to this kind of weather, as you see, it's kind of foggy and everything. She's very careful about what she does. So basically, it's all depending on what the weather is going to be like. And right now, as of this morning, she's down to one vehicle because apparently her car, which she took to the Patterson Auto Center here in Patterson, its alternator is acting up. So now she has to rely on the truck, which she only likes to try to save for just in case of an emergency or just in case of a backup. And like I said, just in case of an emergency. And that's what she's doing today. She had to use up her use her truck today because, well, originally she left, taking the car, she left for work, and apparently she barely got around the corner before she noticed something was not right with the car. With the car, it kind of gave her the signal that something was off, something was, not right. And she decided to turn around, come back, take the truck instead, let her co-workers know that she's going to be a little late possibly, but she will be there. So, yeah. Sorry about that, folks. But like I said, my mom's alternator kind of gave out. It's not totally given out, but it's basically it gave her a signal that something's not right. So she had to come back. Basically, she was about around the corner, had to turn back, get me up to help her, transfer her school supplies and stuff over to the truck. And then, like I said, let her co-workers know that she's going to be late and go from there. Kind of unique start to the return of her return to work, if you know what I mean. Kind of a unique start to that. If you will. It was a very unique start. But like I said, today, January 7th, marks the return of normalcy a little bit because, as I mentioned, I plan to try to get videos back up on this channel a lot more. I mean, you may notice that one of the main videos that have been going up over the past several days, or the past week or so, has been just pre-season previews of my CAW, my Creative Wrestling League, DCWA. Now, what's unique about that, just so that you guys know, is apparently I've used up all 100 slots. Now, I said basically when I first talked about that that potentially there could be some changes. And what I mean by changes is there'll be certain CAWs that you might see on there that may not be on the final roster, because I still have some characters I want to make, so I'm going to have to remove some downloadables. Some I might keep just for the uniqueness and the creativity that was put into them. But in the long run, I basically plan to have to. I basically have a few more characters I want to create, so I'm probably gonna have to remove several other downloadables. Some of these might be noticeable because they might be some CAWs that, if they get noticed, some people may get on my case about, but we'll have to wait and see. So that's what's going to be happening then. But like I said, you may have noticed over the past week or so that's been a majority of my uploads. Because even yesterday when I was doing last night when I was doing my Impact, when I was doing my Impact Wrestling Homecoming review, my review of the Impact Wrestling Homecoming pay-per-view, when I was doing my review on that, you'll notice that throughout the video I had to kind of like turn my camera this way, away from my face, like having it look at something else. So like I had to do this, had to do something like that because of the fact that basically my mom had come into the room and she was she wanted to talk. She had to use the phone to pay a bill, and she wanted to talk about something that just came to her mind, or discuss something that happened that day or whatever. So yeah, my mom was looking at the time there. Like I was saying, there's been a majority of those videos up, and again, like I said, the roster might change a little bit. I'm hoping that before the end of this week that I'll be able to do what one friend suggested, and that's do a final, final roster-like video, at least for the time, so you guys will have an idea of who's going to be in there. The way I create my characters, just so that you guys know on the fly, is I create them and then I create their entrance, and then I just take a break, maybe for a little bit, maybe a few hours, maybe a day, and then I come back and I create the character, create the moveset for the character. So I've been doing that a lot lately. One of the latest characters I've created is Lady Bulldog, and all I have to do now is create her moveset, and we'll be done with that. I also got to do the Bunny Rabbit CAW and the Jasmine Powell one, because I have a unique idea of how those characters are going to play in to the first CPV of the year. And then of course I want to bring in a few other characters that I've had before, and that should be about it. Yeah, and the roster, and even if I do a final roster video, the roster will probably change throughout the run of 2K19, or the 2K19 season, to prepare for that. But again, getting back to the video, to the reasoning of this video, like I said, today's January 7th, and it's basically starting today. We're kind of getting back into normalcy, and as I mentioned, my mom's probably, weather depending, we'll probably end up going to Bible study on Tuesdays, these next 2 Tuesdays, and then Sunday evening is a possibility as well, because she has said that our pastor at the church I try to go to, and God knows I try, and you know, it's on me, not him, but you get the idea. But basically, there's plans to do a Bible study, you know, in the Sunday evening. So what that could mean is my mom could come home, relax a little bit, then go to the Bible study a few hours after church. So that could happen, and we'll see what occurs. And I could end up having maybe about an hour or two Sunday evenings to myself. So we'll have to wait and see what occurs, see what they have planned, and go from there. I do know that a week from this Thursday, I will have that Thursday, which is the 17th, off. So you can expect some videos hopefully out by then. And it looks like they're going to probably give me Thursdays in addition to my weekends as well. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, just thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update. I got to clock into work now about what's going on. But yeah, things are returning back to normalcy. We got to return to normalcy, and that's all I'm going to say, guys. So till next time, God bless, take care. I got to clock in, and I'm out.